para lang alam ko kung anong sasabihin ko. So, I'm just here to welcome you. I know some of you will be participating on our Black Belt module, correct? Yes. Part of our Black Belt program is also the design sprint. So, gusto ko lang makita in person at least yung iba. I'll be facilitating it, the design sprint online because I'll be going in and out of the country rin. So, unfortunately, I cannot facilitate it in person. Dati nag-in person kami. But don't worry, wala naman mawawala because you'll also learn some digital tools that we are using, syempre, in facilitation. So, magagamit nyo rin in your facilitation, let's say, session for Lean Six Sigma would be the same Miro program and then the same tools, the techniques will be teaching you everything. So, I just want to welcome you. And then for those who would be attending our Black Belt, may fireworks. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Yung sa hindi naman makaka-attend ng Black Belt, I still welcome you, and of course, if you will have some spare time and budget to attend our design sprint, I would also want to encourage you to attend it kasi it would be a big help. Combination of Lean Six Sigma plus design thinking or design sprint as we call it, would be 1-2 punch, tawag nga namin dyan, 1-2 punch combination yan sa corporate. And I can attest naman, as you see, I'm working abroad. So yung sinasabi ni Sir Rex, internationally recognized. Hindi yun marketing lang, hindi yun marketing shout lang or something, right? So it's really globally recognized. The program that you're attending here is, let's say, competent enough to ano bang tawag doon? Para makipagbakbakan kayo in the international realm. So the methodology, the technique, the theories, everything that you'll be learning here, hindi lang siya for local application. So it's proven, tested, and we're applying it internationally. Yeah. So even my opportunity, the opportunity that I've got while I'm working in initially Czech Republic, now in Bulgaria, is because of this. So my career, my corporate stint leveled up because of what I've learned here. And yun nga, we're continuously enhancing it. I was once sitting there in one of the table. So, ka-work ko pa si Chrissy nung dati. Dito lang rin, hindi pala tayo sa RCBC. Sa RCBC kami nag-work. So, I've started also as a student, then climbed up the ladders, and my, let's say, competitive advantage kung nagbebenta tayo, di ba? My unique advantage was Lean Six Sigma. And then further on, design thinking. So, keep it in heart, practice it. Yung natutunan nyo, kahit green belt. I've started only green belt before I've attended black belt. So, and then before I've learned design thinking. So, keep it in heart, practice it. Yun yung pinakamahalaga. You keep on practicing it. Even now, the format that you are using, yan din ang gamit namin dun sa Europe. So, maging proud kayo kasi ginagamit yan ng mga multinational companies din doon. Exact same program. I'm deploying Lean Six Sigma there. Exact same approach, charter, SIPO, Kano. Sometimes individually applied, Kano lang muna, di ba? I'm even handling product management right now, and we're using still the same Lean Six Sigma practice and combined with design thinking. Kasi nga, Sir Rex mentions, di ba, yung natutunan nyo dito, yung format, yung sequence, yun yung Lean Six Sigma. But the tools can be applied individually, di ba, independently. So, ang mahalaga dyan, hindi yung sequence na matutunan nyo, but you understand when and how to apply it. Kasi yung ibang, siniraan no? Yung ibang program. No, because I've attended other programs as well. They'll teach you a lot. They'll overwhelm you with a lot of theories. I've even been in one company na sobrang complicated, sobrang complex ng application ng Lean Six Sigma. Ikaw na yung susuko sa sobrang complex ng application niya. Math, statistics, may toll gates pa kung tawagin, in traditional practice. Ang ano bang purpose, di ba? What's the purpose of you applying Lean Six Sigma? It's to really solve problems, di ba? To improve the process. So, you don't need like a lot of complex tools. It will come, as you try to further enhance your skills, your knowledge, it will come. You read books. Pero what we're teaching you here will be more than enough. Even up until now, yung mga natutunan ko dito, is more than enough for me to solve a lot of problems in the corporate. So locally, internationally, it's more than enough. Kano, I've been using it, gasgas na sa akin yung Kano analysis. Sa process improvement, sa product, sobrang gasgas na. Pero nakakatuwa lang kasi minsan namamangha pa sila. Oo. Kala mo complex ang sinasabi pero Kano analysis lang. Yeah, and we'll also touch the topic. So yun lang. If you also want to consult, have questions, dyan kami ni Chrissy, I'm still active giving consultation sa projects. Yun lang, minsan matagal ako mag-respond niya kasi different time zone. So, pardon me for that. But, Chris and I is here to help you out. I think that's one of our unique advantage here in Six Sigma PH kasi we will help you, really help you to get certified. Siyempre, ano lang yan, yung other steps, nasa inyo na yun, yung perseverance, di ba? Yung facilitating the project on your own. Di namin magagawa yun sa inyo eh. Kasi yung knowledge transfer, yung experience, sa inyo yun. Pero the rest of the theories, the question, di ba? Kung may hindi kayo maintindihan, i-guide namin kayo doon. Di ba? So, I think that's one of our best advantage, di ba? As compared to other providers. So, walang halong bola yun. Yeah? Okay, so yun lang. If you have questions for me, maybe career path, like I can talk about your career path 5 minutes. Siguro may spare time si Crazy. What career path you can take? Siguro sinabi na rin nila, quality, di ba? Alam naman natin yun, quality path. That's one. Pero, there's a lot of things going on right now in terms of customer experience. Another path, because Lean Six Sigma is a very customer-centric methodology. Coupled it with design thinking, lalo na. Makikita nyo naman sa LinkedIn, hinahanap yan, di ba, sa CX role. So, hindi lang siya for process improvement. Though there are roles that is dedicated for lean practice, meron naman yan. Kung gusto nyo medyo mangat-angat yung income nyo. Debiro lang. So, you have two paths. Operations, stay kayo sa operation, or mag-full-time kayo ng practice, di ba? Operation, advantage niyan. Kasi, as managers, as leaders, hindi naman kayo upo lang dyan, then, sige, sumusweldo na ako, okay na yan. Diba? Tapos, and then, pag alis nyo doon sa process na hinawakan nyo, it remains the same. So, you're there, diba? You're there to improve it. We are even advising our students na hindi nyo naman kailangan sabihin na Lean Six Sigma project, diba? You can just say it's an improvement project, right? Because it's your role. It's your role to improve the process. So, it doesn't need to be, fancy. So, alam na natin sa sarili natin yung Lean Six Sigma, it's fine, right? I did the same. Sinabi ko lang sa boss ko na, ano lang siya, process improvement project, or it's my team improvement project. So, and I executed it. Only at the end, sabi niya, how did you do it? Sinabi ko magic. Sabi ko Six Sigma. So, that's when and we even attended the same program. Sir Rex yung facilitator namin. No? Yeah, so, ayun. So, you have two career path operations. I've been in operations, implemented Lean Six Sigma in operations. It's your advantage kasi your operation is improving, di ba? Or, full-time ka, gusto mo Lean Six Sigma. So, you'll have digital transformation role, customer experience role, and it's a very good foundation. I'm now in BI role, Business Intelligence. Meron ba ditong company na may Business Intelligence? Yes, yan. So, it's a very good foundation. I took data science course. Online lang naman, nothing grandiose or something. But the analysis that I've learned from both green belt and black belt helped me a lot in understanding data science. Diba? So, NBI is a very wide. So, ang dami yung pwedeng puntahan. The opportunity is almost endless. Yeah? Yun lang. So, questions, I'm going to entertain questions, maybe personal, kung kaya ko sagutin, why not? Career, or maybe sa module nyo, I'm up for it. None?
Ano daw art ang difference ng DMake Six Sigma sa design sprint?
Design. Yes. Sorry, hindi ko pala sinabi, no? In-invite ko kayo, hindi ko sinabi. DMake, it's for existing process. So, meron ng proseso, i-improve nyo, diba? May recurring defects, yun yung sinasabi, diba? Recurring defects, recurring errors, or yung processing time gusto mo i-improve, enhance, recurring na siya. Ulit na siyang nangyayari. Hindi mo na-meet yung time or yung quality. Then, by the way, is there someone not speaking Filipino? Sorry, I just noticed, yeah. So it's for recurring defects, recurring process, that's when it's best applied. Yeah, that's DMAIC. There is another, let's say, form of Six Sigma, DMADV, if you've heard about it. That's for designing process. Though it is intended also for really product development. That's what GE is the one who came up with that, and they really intended that for product development. So instead of DMADB, we have design sprint, design thinking. That's the more modern version. It's a more practical application of designing either a product or a process. It's not for improving a process, meaning nothing, non-existential yet. If you will apply it, you can redesign the process, but you will not simply improve it. You will redesign, meaning the stakeholder is open to change everything. Because when you're improving the process, it's just a portion of it, right? Snippets, like if you're in the SIPO, one box in the SIPO, you'll improve. Fine, right? But if you're going to apply design thinking or design sprint, you should be ready, or the stakeholders are ready to either design, meaning new, or redesign, overhaul everything. And the end goal, the end vision is to either one, to come up with a new product that we want to sell, or a new service that we want to offer to our clients, right? Or improve the customer experience per se, right? The overall customer experience, meaning the journey that you would have to undergo, right? So a clear example is you've attended here in Six Sigma Philippines, right? And most probably, kasi we have our digital marketing, so most probably you've encountered us online. The journey that you've underwent through, right? If we want to redesign it and improve it better in terms of experience, what you've underwent through, that's design thinking, right? But let's say you have a poor experience in terms of you're too slow in validating my payment. That's just a portion of that process, right? Or we've committed an error in sending you an invitation. That's just a portion of the process. That's Lean Six Sigma. But let's say from onboarding, from lead generation, that's more the overall experience, right? What you have to undergo through. That's not the process. So that's the difference. Why it's a good one-two punch combination, because there are problems that can be solved within the process. There are problems within the experience itself, the journey itself, right? Or maybe you will be involved in service or product development, right? So those are two distinct things. But either or, it can solve a problem. You just need to know when and where to apply it. Okay? And similar with Lean Six Sigma, design thinking, the whole, what they call this, the whole sequence of the tools we are going to teach you is the design sprint. Okay? Similar to, what do you call this? What are we calling ours? Six Sigma circuit. Okay? Kalimutan ko na no? Six Sigma circuit. So similar to Six Sigma circuit, we have the design sprint. Okay? Coming from design thinking. So it's the same with that. And then you can apply the tools individually. Okay? So actually, some of the tools in Six Sigma circuit came from design thinking. Yeah? Especially the ideation part. Okay? Any question? Yes?
Is it going to be a part of the project for Blackman?
It's two different ones. So if you do and implement the Make project, you'll get certified for Black Belt. If you apply the design sprint, of course, you'll be certified for design sprint. So you can get both, right? But you have to run two separate projects. It can be one big project, applying the methodology here and there, right? Maybe a continuation somewhere. It's all up to you. We're very flexible. What we are after is you applying the sequence of the tools, the series, the circuit, right, or the sprint. But you can get actually maximum of 3 certification here. Black Belt, because the design thinking can have the service innovation and the product innovation. Yeah. So service innovation means the experience, and the product innovation is the actual things that you are selling. So maximum of 3 certification, all recognized internationally. Okay. Some other questions? I hope that was clear. Was it clear? Yes? Okay. Questions? Quiet crowd tayo. Pagod na? Yes.
For the upcoming, because the Black Belt program has a design
Mhm.
sprint, right? So that's so we need to have another project process for that training.
For the design sprint, yes, a separate project. Yes. Applying the methodology. Yeah. Anything else? Question?
Sorry, I missed. So the first one is black belt certification,
Mhm.
the other one is the design thinking certification.
You can get 2 certification in this design thinking program, which is a service, because you can apply it for different purpose, and we can certify you either or. Why did we separate it? Because there are people whose main role is in product, and they just don't want that design thinking, so they want something specific for product. We came up with a certification for the product itself, but you don't have to apply different methodologies. The same design thinking, it's just the purpose is to develop or innovate a product. The other one, you can apply design sprint for the service experience itself. Yeah, and we will award you with a certificate. You want to get both, you can get both.
For one project. For one project.
No, it should be separate project each. Yes.
So, That's the package that we get, the black belt, does that include the certification for this?
Yes, we have
Yes.
included design.
Everything is included. The peak program you can get from us is the black belt. That's why we're encouraging everyone to get the black belt. It's package all in one. Yes.
Ano daw yung reason bakit in-include natin?
Yes. What's the reason why we've included it? Because we see there are problems that can be solved by DMIC, that can be solved by design thinking. And it's by experience also when I've been into one of the companies who's implementing it in the BPO. Guess ko na lang. The joke lang. I was in Genpact back then. And we have, meron ba taga Genpact? Is there someone from Genpact here? You're from Genpact. In Genpact, you have, in Alabang?
India.
India. Don't you have a program for Lean Six Sigma and also design thinking or not?
I work for only for the startups. They were working in Jaipur, so I help them to get their startup operations now.
Okay.
Startup
Okay.
phase. Startup phase.
Or Starbucks. Now, I was referring to the BPO one. So, so we are called Lean Digital Managers there. And there, I saw the application of Lean Six Sigma when we're improving the process. But then, there's another question that Lean Six Sigma doesn't answer, right? Because Lean Six Sigma answers the question, how do we address defects, right? How do we improve our processing time? But once we've optimized our process, there's another question that will pop up. What do we do next? How do we innovate? How can we be better? Right? Just imagine an ideal world. I haven't seen one. They said there was a process that is in Six Sigma, right? You've reached Six Sigma in your process. What are you going to do next? How can you improve it further? Right? That's when, yes, you would have to innovate, right? You would have to think of something better, something new, right? That you can offer to your clients. That's when design thinking comes into the picture. Okay? So you've improved the process, but then what do we do next? Right? Or maybe you don't want to improve the process, we want to offer something new, or maybe overhaul the experience. It's in the beginning, right? So that's design thinking. Right? You're not executing the process, but you're thinking how to innovate, how to make the process or the product or the service much better than how it is right now. Yeah, so that's the question that it answers. And that's what we were doing there. Like, we will improve the client's processes. Once we gain trust, they see that it's working. We offer something new, right, to innovate the process, like totally overhaul it. And we apply design thinking. So that's what we were doing there. Up until now, actually, that's what I'm doing. Okay? Any other question? Clarification? If it's something I haven't touched.
You said there is 2 certificates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one is for the existing, and the other one is for the new product.
Yeah, for the new product or service. Product, why am I distinguishing the term? Is because product, it's the physical manifestation of what you're offering, right? The service we are in service industry, right? It can be the experience that the customer is undergoing through without you changing the product, right? I'll give more example in our class, but just a gist of it, like the product is the one that you're selling, the reason why your customer is paying you, right? The experience itself, maybe you will not charge something, but you want it to be better. For example, you're waiting for quite some time in the back, but you want to improve the experience of the customer while they're waiting, right? To improve the satisfaction. So you can apply design thinking there. You can apply Six Sigma, how to improve waiting time, no? Waiting experience, hindi pala waiting time, not waiting experience of the client. You don't apply Six Sigma. Right? Because you apply design thinking because that's the experience of the person. Yeah? I hope I was clear. Okay.
And also by default, when executives want us to do innovation, they always expect us as black belts to do improvements also, run innovation programs.
That's true. Yes, yes.
And most of the time when we say innovation, usually it's the suggestion box. Pero what's a deliberate process, way, step by step, what tools you need to use to innovate a process or a product or service? That's what we'll learn from Arthur. So
Exactly,
there's
yes.
a similar circuit for innovation. So that's what we'll learn.
So it will no longer be by chance when you innovate. Right? Because sometimes it's hit and miss. Like you have a good idea, hit and miss. It works, they will like it, they will not like it, right? Design thinking makes it deliberate, like what Sir Rex said, right? So it's intentional innovation. Some people call it incremental innovation, right? Like little by little we improve. So that's where the term came into the picture. So that's what design thinking is for. Yeah? Any other question? Maybe about Lean Six Sigma, maybe about the program. Anything? Yes.
Clarify. So, this is best used for example, startup companies. You want to
So, yeah, for startup companies, yes, it's being applied. The design sprint that you learn, actually, it's not that it's best applied in startup, but yes, it works magically for startup. Why am I saying that? Because similarly, inside the company, big ones, like corporate, right? When you start a new service or a new product, because that's one of our role, right? It's considered as a startup phase as well. It's just in the context of startup, it's the whole company itself that's starting. But actually, inside corporate, right? Inside corporate, big corporates company, there's also startup happening. Okay? So, but to answer your question directly, yes, it is working. They've initially, the design sprint itself, we've patterned it with Google. They've initially conceptualized this in Google Ventures, which is they're applying it to startup companies they're investing to. So Google Ventures, they'll invest to your company, they'll run design sprint. Right? But Google is also using it inside their own company whenever they're releasing new products. Yeah. Was I able to answer that? Yes, here. Okay. Anything else? Question? Clarification?
Sabi namin, bibigyan na namin size ng sapatos namin, sir.
Same price lang. Same price. No discount. The biro lang.
May tax pa.
Yes. There's tax.
Cover na namin yung tax. Original lang.
Okay. Any other question?
Okay.
Yes.
Is customer experience blueprint certifications is related also to the design?
That's different. That's different. It has similarities because some of, let's say, customer journey mapping is let's say the theory behind it is part of the service blueprint. But the service blueprint itself is intended, and Sir Rex can correct me here, is mainly intended to map out for you to visualize the processes happening inside and the touch point where that process is connected to. Right? The intention is for you to understand and maybe fix some pain points there, but it's not intended to innovate, let's say, the entire product scheme. So it's a portion only of the theory, I'm not saying the tool, but the theory behind design thinking and lean methodology. So na-fuse siya dun sa service blueprint. The reason why it's called blueprint because that's how you're delivering your service. It's for you to understand how you're delivering your service and how customers interacting with your service. To see internal and external journey, internal process and external journey. The design thinking itself, the purpose is really to innovate the experience, the overall experience. So if you apply it, if you do a service blueprint before, and then you apply design thinking, and then you do the service blueprint again, you will see that, it's different. The service blueprint before automatically became different after design thinking was applied. Right? But the service blueprint is not part of design thinking. It's totally different. Okay?
So
Uh,
design thinking has something to do with the UX IX.
Similar, yes. I'll mention the difference. What's design sprint and UX? What's the yes in our program? But just in a nutshell, UX is mainly focused on understanding the pain point of your customer and addressing it. That's why it's user experience, and you have UX pain point, right? Design thinking, the main reason why you wanna do it is you wanna redesign, you wanna innovate the process. So it's like UX is more zoomed in. Like there's already an existing product or service, and you just want to address what's causing my customer to have friction with my product, right? The UX pain point. But it's not going to address the grander scheme of things, like the overall product or service.
So just like an site na
Like the you've zoomed in, yes. But if you want to like improve the overall experience or the product, then better design thinking. I'll discuss it more thorough in our program. Yes. Okay. Any more question? Clarification? Did I put too much?